Ah, knew it. And it went face down. Here we go. All right, so what we're gonna do today is pitch wells. So I've got, the last video was live wells. This week is focused on pitch wells and finishing up the live wells. Hopefully by Sunday we are gel coating. So here's what we've got so far. This is the pitch well. It was the older anchor locker. All right, so here's what we got. This is the pitch well we're gonna do, and the old rock locker. So the plan is to cut the rest of this out like in the other piece. You're gonna see underneath there's like a little liner in there that it's got to come out. So I'm gonna take that whole thing out, and then I'm going to end up glassing in pieces of foam that kind of go along this thing here. And then that's going to be where the lid goes, and this lid will be transparent. And then we'll put a backer piece here of Kusa that'll allow the hinges to go ahead and stick. So this will be the locker as it sits, and then we'll probably clean it up a little bit. And this should be a pretty easy project. Should be able to get that done by tomorrow or by this weekend. Have a good video for you guys for that, and then good video for the rest of those live wells, and hopefully the live well projects will be complete and we can move on to the next step, which is probably the rest of the rigging tubing and cleaning up, putting those back floor panels in after we gel coat. So sealing the fish boxes, gel coat will probably be the next thing for that. So gel the rod lockers, or gel the fish boxes, gel the live wells, gel the pitch well, plumb it in, and we'll be good. So here it goes. That should be all done. I'll grind the top of this too in a minute. But the underside's done and cut out. So move on to templating and cleaning up the sides. Easy peasy. All right, so now I'm just gonna measure this stuff out here. So I can cut this. What it'll be. I'm gonna glass that in now, get it curing as the bottom piece, and then I'm gonna build off of these sides. I will build the box. Probably a little bigger though, right? Because it's gonna be wider, because it can only be this deep. So it's gonna be a little wider than and think. Let's get these glassed in. So I've changed my mind. I'm gonna keep this outer shape because I need to cut the other piece out. But this fits in here, and I'll mark it out like that. That way it's one piece, and then I'll make the pitch well that big as well. I like that better. All right, so this is how it's gonna go down. So this is the top, it fits really well. So front, top, this is gonna be the piece that sucks up to the boat. and then just going to create this little lip here. I think it's the width of that thing, so I think it's 1/2 inch. It's going to go along here, and that's where the plexi or the acrylic is going to lay down and make a seal for the pitch well. So that'll be that. This is the bottom. It's the other piece. So I'm going to cut it along this outside edge, and that should give me a big bottom to be able to put those side pieces of glass to. So we will hopefully make that work. Alright, quick end to the day. So we got the floor in for that live well. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. And the pitch well's in. Look at that. It kicked hard and fast, so it's being sucked up against the thing there. And then I'm gonna plumb some drains and everything else in there and do some fiberglass inside tomorrow or the next day. I have some time. And that was a good few hours today. On to the next thing. All right, so today I think we are going to do just a few things. Starting to lose some steam on this whole project. It's cold, it's been raining. Weather's not conducive. I got a bunch of stuff going on, but I'm committed to finishing it at least. It's just taking everything out of me. So today I think that I'm going to trim up this pitch well. I am going to probably finish this live well here. I'll probably put in that side. I get the stuff drying over there, which is blown off now already because of the wind. And then I'll probably cut this one out. This all came out really good, so I'm pretty happy with that. And you know, I'll tab that in there. I'll do some layups today. This one came out good. It actually holds water. That whole thing dried with water in it, so from the rain. So I think that this will be ready for some final coat. Do some gel coat, do some sanding, some more gel coat, some more sanding, and a nice coat of paint. So I'm gonna try to cut these out too for there. Ooh, look at all that dust, fiberglass blowing around. So I need to let this boat air out. I should drive it down the road, but 1 inch all the way across. I gotta grind that little piece out there, but that way the lid, you know, I can put a piece of glass along here, maybe a little fillet material or whatever, but I can smooth that out, make it all nice, and then what I'll be able to do is put a little piece of gasket on here, probably 3D print it, and then finish it up with some glass, and that way when I close the lid, it'll seal. I mean, it'll leak like usual, you know, like they overfill and they splash all over the place and leak, but I am going to end up putting a hole, you know, in the corner over here, and that's going to drain all the way down, come out the bottom, and drain all the way right here. So that will be able to drain right out of the boat. So continue grinding on this little bad boy a little bit. Cool. Perfect. Alright, so pitch well's nice. Back to the live well. Several like pieces of wood. I'll probably put one up on here like this, and then brace it with my big brace or one of these pieces of coal. Put in there and glue it up. Make sure it's nice and tight. And that's it. Is because you look where I'm doing it, that seamless transition, I'll put a piece of glass that comes down and goes over this, just like I did in the last one. I need this to be flush-ish at the top. But that wall ain't going nowhere. Whew. All right, so we are going to mix some resin up, and then I'm going to put that piece in because it's drying over there. So set this up and do it to it. Reuse your cups. Ain't nothing gonna happen to this if I mix more resin into it. So just reuse them. So the way I do this is 500 mils right above. You see, 500 mils of resin, and it's 1%. So you take your cup, and this one's all dirty, but you find the milliliters, which are right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it goes from 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, and since it's 500, you put 5 mils of the Mikke. Like that. Toss it in right here. Plug up your stuff, because if not, you'll lose it. Grab yourself a brush, which is down here, and simply mix it. Now this stuff, I like this stuff from US Composites because it changes color. So it started off like a pinkish. It'll turn into a dark purple when it's completely mixed. And sometimes it takes a minute, but I mean, if you're mixing it for a good 15-20 seconds, you can just start spreading it on. Let that set up for a second. So now you can see it's turning dark. I mean, it's mixing and reacting. So this stuff's been drying for a minute. Right yesterday in the sun. I hate these dogs. They're so stupid. Alright, so this thing is gonna go in like that. I'm gonna test it. Here we go. Why I love this stuff so much. The honeycomb is so easy to work with. People hate it because it's flexible, and you know, I mean, some people hate it, some people don't, but whatever. I love it. I think it's great. This is the end of the video. Today's Saturday. If I get some stuff done tomorrow, then I'll do another outro and we'll just do that. But I'm glad you guys are coming along this journey with me. This is a test, intestinal fortitude test, I should say. And it's definitely not the easiest thing. You know, today I wanted to give up. And I wanted to give up yesterday. And you know, every time I'm out here till I start working and getting at it. So just keep following along. And I got some big news coming in the next few weeks. No cliffhangers or anything, but fingers crossed. We have a move forward for the 2023 year. I got some big stuff I want to do, and I want you guys to come along and help me with it and be part of it, you know. And as long as we can do it, we're going to help out people. We're going to get people involved. We're going to have fun and enlighten some lives and help some people and go from there. So, like, follow, and subscribe, hit the little ring, little bell, because when the next video comes out, it may not be a video like this. It may be a different type of video that kind of gives the plans for 2023. So I appreciate it. Have fun.